Hey y'all, my name is Xavier and you are chilling in the cut with me. Welcome to my channel. I honestly can't believe that I finally just said, forget it, let's make this YouTube channel. But here we are. Here we are. It's crazy. And even though this is my first real video that I've posted on here, I've posted a couple like little things here and there, but this is my first like full length video original content I'm making for this channel. I already have 16 subscribers. Like, I posted one little trailer video and I already got 16 people already locked in and excited and interested in what I have to say. So before I get started, I just want to say shout out to y'all. And hopefully within the next week, by the time we see each other again, we done doubled to 32. Okay? Bet. So if you know me in real life, follow me on any other social media, you know one of the biggest things that I'm interested in is music. And then a subcategory of that is my love of live music and concerts and just that whole experience of just seeing somebody perform for better or for worse, but still seeing them perform. So today I'm going to talk about some of the highlights of the different concerts and shows I've seen over the past, I don't know, 2009, it's 2025 now. Carry the three. My first concert ever was the Power 98 Summerfest. It was in 2009. I was 13 years old, and my stepmom took me, my stepsister, and me and my stepsister were able to bring one of our friends to come with us too. So we were like, just a couple of girls going out on the town. I actually went in 2009 and 2010, and since I didn't go to any concerts in between those two, I sometimes just conflate the two. So a few notable names: Pretty Ricky, Trey Songz, because back then many of us weren't privy to what type of time he be on, and he was in his peak. He was in his peak era. Oh Yo Gotti came. The R&B girl group Rich Girl, it actually had Seven Streeter in it before she was going by Seven Streeter. Young LA was there, and that was right when Ain't I came out. So he towed up. He towed up back then. And there was also a new up and coming rapper from North Carolina who performed a couple of songs off his upcoming project, and his name was J. Cole. And as someone who is J. Cole's biggest critic, I will say that seeing him years and years ago when he still was still coming up, still doing like those small little local shows for his promotion and all that stuff, and seeing where he's gone now, as his hater, as his biggest hater, I can't say it's a treat. It's been a treat seeing that. And that's one of the cool things about these like more local shows that bring in new people, new artists, and everything to kind of give the people who are living locally in the area, in the region, in the state, a platform too. And even though they can be a little ghetto and disorganized, unorganized, sometimes it don't matter. My most recent concert was seeing Tyler the Creator during the Chromacopia tour. So Tyler is one of my absolute favorite top three favorite artists ever. And honestly, top three rapper. We can debate about that later. That was actually my third time seeing Tyler live. I saw him during the Cherry Bomb concert, and then I also saw him at the 2019, 18, one of those, at Governor's Ball as well. And that was in the Igor era, which was, it was right before he did his Igor tour. So he performed the stuff he was doing at the Igor tour at the Governor's Ball too. So I saw like the rough draft, if you will, of what Igor looked like. The Chromacopia era, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. One of the best concerts I've ever seen. Not shocked by how good it was. I mean, hey, that nigga good at his job. That man is good at his job. And it was really cool seeing him in, again, like a totally different era compared to the other two times I've seen him. My next concert, y'all, y'all, I'm going to see Beyonce in Houston. In Houston. I'm going to see Cowboy Carter in Houston. And the thing is, this is my first time seeing Beyonce. This is going to be my first time. And I don't know, the way y'all, some of y'all talking, it might be the last. Honestly, most days I don't even think it's real, but it's happening. I don't know, one thing for certain, two dance for sure. If I go to this Houston concert and Rumi don't come out and wave at me, we're gonna have some problems. Best concert. Currently, it's a toss up between seeing Paramore and Kendrick Lamar. I saw Paramore in 2023 and it was fantastic. It was spectacular. And, I didn't really know what to expect from a Paramore show, you know? Like, I mean, the thing is, I love Paramore. I fucking love Paramore. But I didn't know what to expect from one of their concerts. But they blew it out of the water. Let me tell you something. Haley and them know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Okay. And the one thing that I just can't forget from that concert was just the sheer noise of the crowd. Because we were at I think it's the Moody Center in Austin, Texas. I think that's what it's called. So it's like an enclosed arena. And it was filled to the brim with people, and it was filled to the brim with just sound. Like, it almost felt like the whole arena was shaking with the way we was all screaming and hooting and hollering. It was amazing. It really healed something in me that I didn't think needed to be healed. Like, the energy of like the crowd itself felt like welcoming and warm too. Like, I honestly felt like I was in a safe space. So like I said, Paramore and Kendrick are tied right now. I saw Kendrick for the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers tour. Kendrick is another one of my all-time favorites ever, ever. And seeing him finally in concert, because I had never seen him in concert either. And so it was just me being able to just finally do it and go see him made it the best concert before I even got there. I took my two of my siblings as well because all three of us absolutely love Kendrick, and I'm the reason that they love Kendrick. I put them on. Yeah, yeah. So it was just a fun time being with my siblings and all of us like being able to experience that together. And I mean, we all know Kendrick is good at his job. He's good at his job in the booth, and he's good at his job when you put him up on the stage too. Because unfortunately, when it comes to rappers, they just do not have a stage presence. They just do not they don't do good at live shows. But Kendrick is one of the few who are truly just captivating from start to finish. And the energy was there. The energy is always there, but the energy was there. The storytelling and symbolism was there, and it was really special. It felt really special. I'm sorry to say that the worst concert I've ever been to was a Lucky Day concert. Now, a little more context, a little more context. This concert was actually UNC Charlotte's homecoming concert. So I will say that in itself changes things when it comes to performers and how much effort they put into a performance that's at a college campus, right? One of my homeboys was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go," and I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll go." Like, I went on a whim, right? It's not like I was like planning for months and months to go to this. Like, this was literally just like a last minute thing for me. And I'm not even like a huge fan of Lucky Days. I don't know a lot of his music, but I figured on a whim, low ticket price, in my opinion, I'll just go vibe out. But it just wasn't that good. And I know Lucky Day can sing and that he's talented for sure. But that's why I was disappointed. That's why it was so bad. Because I know he can do something on the stage. To me, it felt like he didn't put much effort into this show. But it's just like I know this ain't the Grammys. I know this ain't the BET Awards. This ain't even a BET pre-show. Okay, I get it. I understand. but you could at least give us 75%. I mean, 80 would be great, but 75% we could work with. He also seemed to not be sober, and there's a certain point where you becoming unsober is helpful and loosens you up, and then when being unsober takes you a little too far to the left and you aren't hitting your marks and looking a little sloppy, you know what I'm saying? And then also, while I do appreciate that his mic was on, okay, he was at least singing for real. He was singing whatever we could make out. He was putting it in the mic. We heard it. And he did also have a live band, which I appreciate. I appreciate live bands so much. Um, but the live band wasn't really hitting on that either. So I don't know what that was about. Like, one thing in particular, the drummer, of all people, the drummer was not keeping up where he needed to keep up. And it's like, you're the heartbeat. If no one else is doing what they're supposed to be doing, the drummer is the one who is quite literally keeping the beat. It was just, it was rough. It was so rough. This will not deter me from seeing Lucky Day again if that ever happens, but I will never not think about it. Now, I do have a very long list of people that I want to see or haven't seen, but I'm only going to talk about like maybe 3 or 4 of them. So, number one, Jill Scott. I was literally raised on listening to Jill Scott. Like, Jill Scott's one of my mom's favorite artists, and she's one of my favorite artists because of that. And one of my favorite albums by Jill Scott is her live concert. I think it was the one that was in DC. I wish I would have been able to see Kanye when he was still in his right mind. I think that's all I have to say about that. Joey Badass is another person I really want to see perform live. He is one of my faves. I was in my formative years during like the underground / blog era, so I have a very strong like connection to his music. Also, I've always had a crush on him. Like, he's fine as hell. I just want to see that face in real life just once. But no, for real, like, I love his music, and honestly, I would have shaved off my left foot and traded in for a ticket to his 1999 mixtape anniversary show. Man, I wish I could have seen that. But the next time Joey goes on tour, I'm going to be there. And depending on the venue, I'm trying to be front row and backstage. So those are just a few of my concert highlights and memories. I've been to so many other ones. I'm gonna list them somewhere in this video. If there are any concerts that I talked about or that I listed that you want to hear me talk about a little bit more, let me know in the comments. And also, let me know some of your favorite concerts, some of your concert memories. I would love to hear about them. Thanks for watching.